There's the MTR entrance into the campus, and if I just pan around here, we can see one of the trees that's on your, well, several plants actually that are on your list. The tree there is Magnolia grandiflora, and I'm here because it's flowering and I can get a picture of the flower. If this is the last video that I do for you this term, then at least we're finishing on an example of the sublime to the ridiculous. The sublime is provided, of course, by nature in the form of this beautiful flower and potentially beautiful tree, and the ridiculous, of course, is provided by human landscape designers. So what we have here is these standard trees planted in these small elevated planting areas, and these provide some volume of soil but no width of soil volume, so the roots can't go very far. So consequently the trees, and there's several of them here, have really not done very well. I mean, they've basically just stood still. I mean, they've hung on in there, just staying alive, but that's about it. And there's another thing I want to talk about, which is the plant around the bottom of the tree, which is Phyllanthus myrtifolius. Now, Phyllanthus myrtifolius, you might recall, I said to you, is a very good plant for hanging over the edge of planters. And so it has this natural kind of habit, is these branches, if you just leave them alone, would hang over beautifully and cover up this horrible concrete monstrosity. But, you know, for reasons completely beyond me, the maintenance people insist on clipping it back, right? So it's just a great sort of lump of green, and of course it's not helping the Magnolia grandiflora at all. It's competing with root space. So let's have a look at these other ones. I'll try and get a close-up of the flower in a minute. I mean, and here they're planting Liriope, variegated Liriope, right, to stop, you know, to get in the way, to stop the Phyllanthus from actually growing over the edge, because it's trying desperately to grow over the edge. Yeah, anyway. So here we are, here's another one. Let me get a close-up as far as I can of the flower. I mean, they're so fantastic. Those of you further north in China could probably find better examples, actually. It grows much better further north. Really fantastic, great big flowers. And if I can get close up to one and sniff it, I'll tell you what it smells like. There's another one over there. Let's try and get a picture of that just before I finish. Dun, 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 dun. It really is a pathetic specimen. You can see that the top branches are just dying off. But the only reason I'm here is that we can try and get a close-up of the flower. Oof. Oh, this looks a bit more promising. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, there we go. So you can see those magnificent great big flowers, and some of them just coming out there. Let's get a bit of a close-up. Absolutely fantastic. So it's a tree that needs, it's very delicate in Hong Kong anyway, and you know, so by all means plant it, but keep it in planting areas in a garden or a park where it's going to get looked after, and don't restrict the roots like this. Right? This is not particularly brilliant from a planting point of view. Anyway, Magnolia grandiflora.